for 16K, there's literally no deal breaker for this phone. There's nothing you can say that, that's a deal breaker for me. Let me just start out by saying I think this is the best phone you can get for 16K in Kenya. There's 3 gigs of RAM, there's 32 gigs of internal storage, there's an Exynos 7884 processor, the display is Super AMOLED, even though it caps at 720p, and it has a 6.4-inch display. There's a 4000 milliamp battery, there's USB Type-C, everything good, and it's a Samsung. For the first time, Samsung is bringing competition to the low end in a very long time, in a bid to try and reclaim the budget market, which has been taken over by Transsion with Infinix and Tecno. I know some people will be asking, does it support Fiber 4G? Yes, it does, and even though it supports data-only Fiber 4G, that's a good thing because you're not making calls on fiber very much. But if you're making calls on fiber, it doesn't support VoLTE on fiber, it just supports data. The good thing, Samsung said the phone is fiber, it's Safaricom VoLTE ready. Safaricom will be rolling out voice over LTE in a couple of days or weeks or months, and this phone will be one of the phones that will be ready for that, which is a good thing, yeah. So yeah, if you wanted a review to tell you if you should buy this phone or not, this is the best phone you can get for 16K. There's no ways around it. First, it has been a long time using budget phones for me, and every time I am trying to watch, for example, Netflix or something on the phone, you're reminded of the fact that you can't do it in HD. This phone supports HD Netflix, so you can play your Netflix videos in full HD. In HD, I don't know if it's full or not, but you can play your videos in HD. Another thing I really like is that it's a Super AMOLED display, so really good with black and contrast. So the display is really good with just colors in general. It's a Samsung display, remember, and with a Super AMOLED display and 4000 milliamp battery, this phone you can do approximately 2 days on light to medium usage. But if you're a heavy user, you are assured that you can last the whole day on 4G without by the end of the day you'll have like 15 to 20% remaining, which is really good. It also supports fast charging, something not every phone around this price point supports. What I really like, the dual cameras at the back. There's a normal angle and a wide angle, so you can get different perspectives of the same shot, and I've really quite grown to like this feature because I've seen it on different phones. It's on the Huawei P30 and it's on which other phone? It's on the Infinix S4, the new Infinix S4, but this has the widest angle between the two phones because you can get, I don't know if it's something the other phones are not doing very well with the degree of wide angle, but this one is very wide and I like that feature. It's wide and it's also pretty good camera. It's not like just a wide angle camera that does nothing. Another thing I really like with this phone is the portrait mode. It's called Live Focus on Samsung. It's very exact, looks quite good, and you can change the amount of blur on the background after taking the picture. There's not much to not like about this phone. It runs on Android 9 Pie with Samsung's One UI. There's a lot of big spaces with the UI, even though the UI is meant to be flexible and easy to use on one hand. I don't quite feel that, but I do not hate One UI. One UI is much better than all other UIs, I could say all other skins right now. The Infinix XOS skin is terrible, the new skin is terrible. Huawei's EMUI is old, it looks bad, there's still a couple of things it doesn't do. Tecno's iOS full of ads like XOS. Yeah, there's nothing that gets to this skin except maybe you could say stock Android, because stock Android is good and it's stock Android. So yeah, One UI is good for me. Another thing I've really liked is that this is a 16K phone with USB Type-C, meaning I can carry my laptop charger and do everything from this phone. you charge this phone with your laptop charger, you charge your laptop, you reduce the cables you're carrying. The build quality of the phone is good. It's plastic at the back, yes, but I like that. I have no complaints about that. I know there's a lot of things that are done to 𝐭𝐜𝐡. I like that it's color red. I'm not very sure about the design, but I don't look at the back mostly. I just focus on this front, and this one looks good for me. The front camera is quite good. You can expect good selfies if you are into that, but if you are into shooting videos, you can use it for videos, and it will be a good companion if you have good lighting for YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, or if you want to start using your camera for YouTube, the back camera is also good because it gives you two modes. You can shoot the normal angle, and you can also shoot the wide angle, so that you can get a wider perspective of everything you're shooting. Okay, I should show you a sample of the photos I've taken using this camera, so here they go. One UI is built really well. You should check out the phone if you have time and see the tiny animations. Very nice way of approaching user experience, something that makes you love your phone. I like that it comes with Android 9 because knowing Samsung, I think it will stick to Android 9 Never have I seen the very low-end Samsungs get updates to the newer versions of Android. But I've received an update for security patch, if I can remember very well, and that's I think you'll only be getting security patches, which is a bummer because on Infinix and other phones you're sure when Android Q comes out you will be getting an update for that. Even though it will take time, it will come. On Samsung you're not very sure about updates to the next version of Android. I like that this is a cheap phone with literally almost no compromises. The processor is good, performance is good. You can do a couple of things with the phone that other phones can do, because you can game very well, you can watch Netflix in HD, you have USB Type-C, you can fast charge your phone, you have an AMOLED display. There's so much good about this phone that I think even Samsung must have wrongly priced it, I should say, because I will say this will be about 22 for Samsung in the era that Samsung was selling very expensive phones. But I guess this is a new Samsung and they're trying to get more market, and this is how you get more market. This is a really good phone and I would advise you to get it in any color you prefer. The red one looks good. I think there's a blue one, I think there's a black one, but it's up to you. Just remember that you're getting a good deal. So yeah, tell me, what are your thoughts on the Galaxy A20? What don't you like? What do you like? What do you think is a better version or a better phone to get at the same price point? And yeah, subscribe. So this video is shot using the Samsung S10e and I'm using the front camera. Tell me your thoughts on the Samsung S10e. I really like the cameras.